Sam, there's some new information. Tell us what you know.
Well, according to the sister, this is what I know, that he initially, little Charlie, initially did live with the biological mother. It wasn't until his grades started to slip that both his biological mother and his father decided that he would then live with his dad to help straighten him up.
Shagun, I say that attorney's nonsense about him being a nurse and being so concerned about childhood obesity is the reason he holds a PVC pipe over a kid to get him to run on an elliptical. Shagun, what do you think?
Well, I think, Dr. Drew, we need to be very, very careful because culturally there are a lot of different things that we consider to be abusive that in other cultures are just considered corporal punishment or are just considered discipline. The way I grew up, I'm Nigerian American. Look, if my grades were bad or if I was overweight, my parents would put me in sports. I would get a spankings. There are even places down south where they still tell you to go break a switch and get a whooping. We used to paddle kids and smack them with rulers.
Shagun,
I want to be careful.
You got
to be careful that this is abuse.
Cultural relativism be damned. I'll tell you what, let's say, well, she had genital mutilation too? That goes in a lot of cultures. Is that okay?
But Dr. Drew, we're talking about a kid on an elliptical machine and allegations of a PVC pipe being driven to his chest. We have no proof of anything.
Well,
what we do have is our own bourgeois sensitivities and saying, oh my God, the kid was spanked. A 12-year-old locked in a basement.
Anahita, come on now. You're not going to agree with Shagun tonight, are you?
Actually, Dr. Drew, I kind of think Shagun is making sense for the first time in his life.
Are you kidding me?
Anahita, you're gorgeous.
Thank you, Shagun. I should compliment you more often. But Dr. Drew, the reality is that the police and the FBI are doing exactly what they need to be doing. They're conducting a thorough investigation before they go running and charging the parents with any crime here. And part of that investigation entails interviewing the child. They need to work with these child psychologists. They need to ask him what happened. They need to hear his story. So they're going about it the right way.
Of course, collect the data. Yasmin, collect the data, but a PVC pipe, that's pretty damning evidence right there. And then we still don't know.
Proof.
All right, we need proof. We still don't know. But one second. We still don't know how that kid ended up in the basement. Was this something that he was advised to do? Was he went away from somebody? Did the stepmom put him there?
You never got sent to the basement, Dr. Drew?
You're right.
Yasmin.
I think it's right that, we don't know how he ended up there, but what we do know is there seems to be some sort of universal ignorance going on with both of these parents, which is sort of flabbergasting to me, because I don't understand how it is that these two people can end up with one another. If it does so happen that both of these people are implicated, how is it that this husband and this wife can end up together, and what conversation is that goes on that they say, hey, we should raise our child this way, we should treat our child this way? If it just so happens that Shagun is right, that there are cultural implications in this case, then what does that mean? How does that conversation take place? How do they agree to actually abuse or treat their child this way?
Whenever